Hey friends, this is a really important video vlog because it's going to speak to people who are suffering, and that's mostly everybody. So this is in relationship to the economy and people that are just trying to survive, let alone trying to thrive. I talk a lot about going for your dreams and thriving and all that sort of stuff, and most people seem to just be trying to survive right now. And you got to survive before you can thrive. That's just the reality of it. So watch this all the way to the end, and even if you're doing okay and you're thriving, and you just want to help other people out, then watch this to the end anyway, because it's really insightful, and honest to God, this works. So in this economy, or any economy, if you can do three things, then it doesn't matter what the economy is doing, you're going to be okay. You'll never starve. Your family will never starve. You'll be able to put your kids through college so that they can start day one after graduation in profit mode with a job rather than being an indentured student and servant for the rest of their lives. And that's what most people are doing. But it doesn't have to be like that for anybody. And most people, well, actually anybody, you don't have to be suffering and you don't have to fight to survive. You can actually go from survival mode to the next step up, fighting to thrive, and really go for it and make this one life that you're going to get count for real in a major, positively impactful way for not only yourself, but other people around you and other people that are in your life too. So here it is, these three things. First, you got to kill your ego. That's the first thing. And killing your ego is going to include criticizing whatever it is that you believed in for years that has kept you back and that has totally devastated you and kept you broke, kept you in debt, kept you from falling short of all your promises, kept you in fighting to survive mode rather than fighting to thrive. You got to kill your ego, and that includes, drastically includes a willingness to criticize your own self-belief. The second thing that you've got to do is learn the truth about sales. I said it, the S word. Sales. Most people believe that sales is and maybe an experience that you've had from somebody who was a salesperson who was really just a scumbag and trying to sell you, convince you, and push stuff on you that really didn't have anything to do with what you wanted, or the timing wasn't right, but because they had a bottom line dollar that they were in it for. They were motivated by helping themselves only instead of helping other people. You perhaps have projected sales to mean exactly that, for just sales in general, to be this sleazy, scummy thing. And I mean, everybody says it. Oh, I'm not gonna get into sales. I can't sell anything. I don't believe in that. I am not the salesperson type. Then don't be that type. So the truth about sales is, if you're a good salesperson, an ethical salesperson, you've got a product or a service, or a combination of both, that is going to help other people. And you know that what you have is not for everybody, and you're not going to try to push it on people who don't want it or who aren't going to benefit from it. Now, you want to help yourself, but you want to help yourself in a way that also helps other people in synergy. And just because somebody isn't ready for it, or they're not interested in it, or it's not for them, it doesn't mean that the next person you talk to, or the person you talk to after that, or the person that you share whatever with after, it doesn't matter. The law of attraction is going to work. If you're living authentically and you're not a scumbag, it's going to work in your favor. Always does, and it always will. So that's the second thing, is to learn the truth about sales. The third thing is to get into sales. If you learn sales and you do it well, you will never, ever starve in any economy. We could go into another Great Depression worse than the first one that we went into in this country, and you'll be fine. Your family will be fine. You'll be able to put your kids through college so they start day one after graduation in profit mode instead of an indentured servant and student for the rest of their lives. You'll have so much more peace in your life. You know, the two biggest reasons why there's so much suffering going on out there is because there's not enough money, and the poisonous relationships in your life are sucking the energy out of you and making you sick. So the bulk of the problems for most people stem from those two issues: money problems and relationship problems. And the third one I would say is probably health problems. You know, that might actually be the number one thing, but most people don't recognize a health problem as being a number one source of other problems stemming from that. What people recognize, most people recognize most of their problems and the chaos in their lives, and having not enough peace and too much chaos stems from money problems and relationship problems. And then maybe the third one that people recognize might be health related problems that other problems are stemming from. So here's what, this is going to offend some people, and that's okay, because I'm not interested in those people. I'm interested in the ones who are going to change. But there's going to be plenty of people that are going to watch this video that are going to shake their heads, and they're going to be so offended that I would say something like this. But here's what it is. I mean, this is like the first thing to changing anything and coming out of a bad situation and creating a good situation for yourself. You have to be willing to criticize what it is that you believed in that has kept you devastated, broke, in poverty, in debt, unhappy, and poisonous relationships that are just hurting or killing you. You got to be willing to criticize that. And if you're the person that's saying, oh, I'm not going to learn, I'm not the sales type, I'm not going to do that. Oh, really? You're broke, you're in debt, you're modern day slavery, which is debt to other people, you're debtors, and you can't even afford to take care of your family without government help in some way or another, but somehow you're above learning a new skill, you're above being a salesperson, which is always the end-all solution for everybody in any economy. You're above that somehow. You can't take care of your family and you're above that. Your ego is this high and your bank account is this low. Weigh your ego to your bank account. Weigh your ego to whatever success means for you. Weigh your ego to the relationships that you wish you had. Most people out there, you're going to find that your ego is way up here, and these other things that are more desirable, success, is way down here. So you got to decide which one you want more of, because you can't have both. You're not going to have both your ego and your big bank account, or your ego and big peace, or your ego and wonderful relationships, or your ego and your kids' college funds paid for. You can't have both. You got to decide which one you want. And I'm hoping that you decide against ego and that you kill your ego. Just get rid of it. It's like a monkey suit that you keep over your body. So just reach down to your ankles and throw your monkey suit away. That's a little Danny Johnson reference right there. I thought it was cute. But I'm telling you, friends, you get those three things down, man. Kill your ego first. Learn the truth about sales. And learn how to sell ethically. And here's another beautiful thing about ethically sharing and selling with people. If you're providing a good service and or product, then the bulk of your business growth could be referral based. That's a good thing. If the bulk of your business is referral based, that means you're helping people, and they know it and they appreciate it. So they're referring people to you and recommending that those people try out your product or service. My home-based business, there's a lot of referrals going on in my home-based business. Why would I have a lot of referrals? Because I provide a product or a service that is helping a lot of people. And so when they get the results and they feel it and they experience it and they got more peace in their lives and whatever else that they were doing this for, they tell other people, they recommend it. There's all kinds of people that they specifically tell me, Tom, what can I do to help you out, because you've helped me out so much in my life. You've helped me get rid of my migraines, or my blood sugars are under control. I haven't felt this wonderful since I was a teenager. I got all this natural energy. I'm coming out of debt. Bill collectors aren't calling me anymore. The stories just go on and on and on. And a lot of these people, they just go out of their way to ask me what it is that they can do for me. And I'm always like, well, just think of people that have money problems or health problems, and they're open to a different kind of solution, and send them my way. We'll ask each other questions and see if this is a good fit for them or not. The same way that I talked to you, friend, and you would feel pretty comfortable referring somebody to me if you know that I'm going to treat them the same way that I treated you. And they always say, yeah, absolutely. Great. That is the best way you can help me, and I deeply appreciate you reaching out to see how that you can help me in return. I'm really glad that I was able to help you. And it's a beautiful referral-based synergy sort of business thing. So Yeah, and that's sales. And that is the beauty of sales, is really helping people and not only helping yourself, but everybody's being helped in synergy. And then the validation proof positive is that your business is largely referral based. And that's how you know that you are a good ethical salesperson and you will never starve in any economy. So don't let the pushy, sleazy scumbag salesperson skew your belief about what sales is supposed to be. You can be a scumbag or you can be ethical and legit and helpful to other people. You decide. Don't suddenly put on a sales hat and you got this swagger going on now, and now you're this scummy person. I mean, you wouldn't let that happen to yourself if you suddenly got into sales. Would you suddenly change and become a scumbag? I don't think you will. And especially after hearing me talk about it like this, I really don't think that you will. Because who wants to be a scumbag except a scumbag? So just let the scumbags be scumbags. You don't even have to talk down to them except to maybe say what they are, scumbags. But just bless them, accept who they are, let them be who they want to be. And you're going to meet some wonderful people if you get into sales. You're going to form some wonderful relationships that are going to last a very long time. And by the way, that solves another problem for most people, having better relationships in their lives, which is going to create more peace and take away so much stress. So, by the way, I don't care where you learn your sales skills from, as long as it's, a good source that's teaching you ethical sales. If you want to know more about my home business, come on over. I will work with anybody who will follow directions so that I can groom somebody for success in their own life. And if there's some other opportunity out there that you want to take advantage of, then go for that. You don't have to do my thing. I'm not making this video as a recruiting tool to tell you that you have to do my thing because it's the best in the world and so on and so forth. I just want you to find what it is that you want to do, and I want you to just make your life a really good, happy, awesome life, because it's the only one that you've got. And if you do these 3 things, kill your ego, learn the truth about sales, and become an excellent salesperson, the best that you can be, and constantly keep evolving and becoming better and better, a better version of yourself tomorrow than you are today. If you do that, you're going to be great in any economy. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And perhaps maybe the most important philosophy you can subscribe to is the one that I subscribe to. It works really well. Find out what most people are doing and do the complete opposite. Find out how most people are going to react to a video like this that I'm making and respond complete opposite. Like I said, there's going to be people. Most people are going to watch this video and change absolutely nothing. They're going to keep on keeping on, and they're going to keep getting what they've always got. Nothing's going to change. And there's going to be some who are going to be offended and fight tooth and nail to protect a belief that's devastated them for years, maybe their whole lives, which means that they've ultimately cut themselves off from ever having anything more. If they can't even criticize the very belief that's devastated them, they'll never have anything more unless they change that. So don't do that. Do the complete opposite, and you won't have what they have. The broke person who stays broke year after year, they're not changing their belief. They're not doing anything different. So they're always getting what they've already got. And the person that goes from broke to making millions or billions or thousands or whatever they want, changing the relationships in their lives from toxic ones to nurturing ones, defining and realizing their own success as they define it and realize it, those are people who are doing the things that they need to do to kill their ego, criticize their own self-belief that's kept them back for years. You want to do what they're doing because they are the minority, not the majority. Find out what most people are doing, do the complete opposite. Find out what they believe in the opposite. Whatever philosophies they have, believe in the opposite philosophies. Run away from that garbage, because if you subscribe to that garbage, you're going to have the same stuff in your life, and it sucks. That's why most people are in so much pain. And I know some of you who are stuck right now, who've messed up in the past, some of you are going to totally own what you've messed up. Wherever you're at, you're going to own it. Some of you will. And then you're going to start to criticize what you believed in for years, and you're going to turn over a new belief. You're going to refine your philosophies, and you're going to do something different, and you're going to kill your ego, learn the truth about sales, and you're going to learn how to become an incredibly ethical salesperson, which this world needs more of. because more people need things shared with them that can actually help them by somebody who really cares about helping them and not only helping themselves. We need more salespeople like that. And I hope that you step up and become one, because you're going to help yourself, your family, as well as everybody else's lives who you touch. And the validation proof positive of that is going to be a business that grows largely based on referrals, because you're helping people who are more than happy to help you in return. That's it. So make your life a good life in any economy. You can do it. You've got all the power. It's all an inside job. Your problems and your solutions, it's all an inside job. We're blessed to live in this country where we're all walking on the same equal ground. It doesn't matter what the political winds are doing, the economic winds, none of that matters. All that matters is that there is wind, so that you can adjust the set of your sail, which is how you think, to arrive at any destination of your choosing, no matter what the winds are. All that needs to be is wind, and you can arrive any place you want depending on how you set your thinking. That's the honest to God truth. I hope you take that to heart, subscribe to it, because most people won't. And that's your clue that you should absolutely subscribe to that, is the fact that most people won't. So don't be like most people, and go for it. That concludes my car video vlog.